First of all, are you surprised that he sued Garcia?
I'm appalled. I'm not surprised. I'm appalled. That is about as weak as it gets.
And, I mean, his fans... and
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of a fighter getting beat up in the ring, not outside the ring, in the ring, and then he got sued for beating up the other fighter?
Yes. MMA fighter, but...
Well, not boxing.
Okay. A lot of his fans are saying that because of the damage he took in the fight, that and again Garcia already missed weight, that Haney should look to sue Garcia for the damage he took.
No judge, no, they'll throw that out of court so fast it'll make their head spin. That's ridiculous. He took money to let this fight go on.
Yep.
And he gave up that. He's basically given up that right. If a judge hears that he already took money, an additional amount, they'll just throw this right out.
Right. So, and I'm not saying that this is what I agree with. I'm just saying what some of the fans are saying.
Well, good. That's wishful thinking. He can go sue, but the judge will hear about the settlement before the fight, and they'll just throw it out, even though he's on steroids. It's an athletic contest.
Right.
That's all there is to it. Very lame, let's put it that way to you. Disgusting.
As you know, Devin Haney has a lot of fans, and a lot of people say that the boxing industry has mistreated him with this whole Garcia situation. I can tell by the way you're looking at me, you're thinking, give me a break.
Bill Haney went on and said they should arrest my son for manslaughter after this is over with. He's going to kill this guy. My son's going to kill him. Get an ambulance ready. Well, the absolute. How could anybody say? I mean, then the absolute opposite happens, and then you're suing. I mean, come on, this is so lame.
And their argument as well.
And by the way, I like Bill Haney. By the way, I like Bill. I got no axe to grind with Bill. I happen to like Bill.
As far as Devin, I mean, do you see a lot of his fans say he's a future great? Do you see greatness in there at the moment, or? Because when you first gave me your time, you mentioned all of the technical flaws he showed against Garcia, and I mean since then I don't think we've heard anything about how he's going to make adjustments. All we've heard is about how he wants to sue Garcia.
Put it this way to you. He needs to get a real trainer. His father is not a real trainer. Okay, he may be training his son, but he's not a real trainer. He needs to make huge adjustments and changes. Yep. Not subtle ones. It's huge. Yep. How many times repeatedly can you get hit with the same left hook but not do anything differently?
His fans keep crying steroids. Fair or unfair, I mean, Garcia did test positive.
There was experts that said if he was on that weight-cutting drug, okay,
yep,
it had very little effect. Wouldn't have expected that cause that kind of performance, please. It's ridiculous. By the way, it was not a steroid. It was a performance-enhancing drug.
Do you think this is a situation where a young fighter may never improve?
Yeah, it's very possible. It's very possible. We've seen the best of Haney, and he's on the back nine now. Took all that beating. Remember, he was down 6 times. Only 3 official knockdowns. But he was definitely down 6 times. I was at ringside. The referee missed 3 of them.
Yeah.
So, he took a tremendous beating.
He and his fans are holding very firmly to this lawsuit. Could this potentially end up being a situation like with Wilder, where Wilder gets remembered for the excuses he made after the Fury fights?
Absolutely. Could happen.